when someone hears your message, they need to feel like, oh my God, that's me, right? So for example's sake, I bought like this a little while ago, I bought this diet program and it worked, by the way. But the message was entrepreneurial men. I was like, yes, because that's me. It's like you're calling me. Who want to lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. I'm like, yes,
Yes, yes.
me, yes. Without exercising, I'm like, it's like this guy's reading my diary. It's like, yeah, well, that's me. So the point is, when you're saying something, people should feel like you're talking directly to them and you're telling them exactly what they want to hear. Don't follow the trend that, oh, okay, everyone's doing this, I should do this. Like, forget what everyone's doing. Most people are clueless. Most people are broke. Most people are out of shape. Most people are unhappy. Most people are on antidepressants. Forget about them. That's the people you don't need to follow these people. And they're mostly just lying on social media. Just ask yourself, what do you want to do? One of the biggest problems people have is like, dude, I don't want to do any content. I don't want to put my face out there. I don't want to do this. Dude, now with AI, literally overnight, you have zero excuse not to be a content king or queen.
True.
And so you don't ever have to be on camera. You don't ever have to be anywhere, but you can have unbelievable content. And actually, a lot of it AI creates for you. You can have your 1 year worth of content in one day.
Hi guys, welcome to the Entrepreneurs Warrior Show. This is where we interview entrepreneurs, coaches, consultants who are expert into their niche. And in this amazing series today, we have a super awesome guest with us. So his journey is really inspiring, from living in an electrical closet with no window showers or with a lot of anxiety and terrible addiction to helping a lot of entrepreneurs hit six figures, seven figure, and even eight figures into their business. He is the one international best-selling author and speaker, creator of the seven ethical principle of persuasion. He helps 10 funnels hit seven figures. He is a father and philanthropist with a concentration on orphans and giving the gift of vision to blind children. And that is really an inspiring, amazing. So without further ado, let's have Akbar Sheikh on the stage. Hi Akbar.
Hey guys, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
It's really glad to have you, and I'm really excited and super pumped up for today's episode because your journey is really inspiring.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'm
Yeah.
excited to be here.
Yes, yes. Akbar, from having nothing to building a multi-millionaires business, what kind of things have you changed that have helped you achieve what you have today?
Yeah, great question. It comes down to, really, if you want a boring answer, it's just the truth. It really just comes down to, I think, two things: habits and belief. Basically, if your habit is having a cheeseburger every day, you're fat. If your habit's having a protein shake, I'm just giving you an example, a protein shake every day, you're fit. If your habit is watching a movie every day, maybe you don't grow. If your habit's reading a book every day, you grow. Funny enough, I'm reading this. This is a great book, by the way. I recommend it to everybody. The
Yes, I
Richest
saw
Man, the
your
Best.
story.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a very nice book, actually. Is and to my point, this book is written in 1920s, and it's basically how to manage your money in 1920s, so 100 years ago. And it is completely, you're going to be like, wow, dude, it's totally irrelevant. Now we have blockchain and now we have this and this. Let me tell you something. There's nothing more relevant than this book.
Yes.
And I'm just giving you an example. I'm just saying that you're asking, what did you do to make success?
Yes.
Timeless things. Timeless things. And that's good news because, man, there's always something in the matrix, right? Before blockchain was so hot. And now no one's talking, and then everyone's talking about the metaverse, and then no one's talking about, now everyone's talking about AI. And it's kind of like
Yes.
really difficult to keep up with all these things. But
Yes.
what's really cool is that you really don't have to do any of it. You don't have to do anything in the blockchain. You don't have to do anything in the metaverse. You don't have to do anything with AI. I'm not saying it's not cool. They are cool, but in a way, they're shiny objects in the sense that you asked the question, what did I do to make change, to go from nothing to making millions? It
Hmm.
is timeless behaviors, timeless
Yes.
habits. What are we talking about? We're talking about having a solid routine. We're talking about hanging out with the right people, getting mentors.
Yes.
We're talking about being physically, mentally, spiritually healthy. We're
Mm.
talking about the belief that new millionaires are created every day. Why can't I be one of them? We're talking
Yes.
about the belief that I want to make more, to give more to my
Yes.
families, communities, and favorite charities, hence making the world a better place. So that's what it is. It's what are your habits and what's your beliefs?
So true. So true. Your habits makes you and breaks you. What kind of habits you are following? It's all about the things.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
That.
not easy. Like it's not like on paper it looks really easy, but it's not.
Mm.
It's not. But it does become addicting, and it does become easier. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you get dopamine hits, and some people say dopamine's bad. I don't know if I agree with that.
Hmm.
But for example, it sucks going to the gym. But once you notice, you go like this, and you see a little something something, or maybe your wife or husband or whatever says something like, "Oh wow, look at that, you got a little muscle." That little dopamine hit really fuels you to keep going. So
Mm.
same in business. You do these things that maybe you don't like. What's interesting now with technology, and especially, like one of the biggest problems people has, like, dude, I don't want to do any content. I don't want to put my face out there. I don't want to do this. Dude, now with AI, literally overnight, you have zero excuse not to be a content king or queen,
True.
because with AI, you don't have to put your face out there. They now have like these people that are not real, but they look completely real, and they have you give them a script and they're speaking it, and so you don't ever have to be on camera. You don't ever have to be anywhere, but you can have unbelievable content, and actually a lot of it AI creates for you. So, technology does make your life easier. There's no doubt about it. I mean, before people used to spend half the day washing their clothes. They would go to the river and take their clothes and put soap on it and beat the clothes on a rock to wash it and hang it out to dry. Literally spend
Yeah.
half the day. They would literally spend their entire day like cooking, cleaning. That literally took all day. They have to go kill an animal. They'd have to like come home, skin it, like make a fire. Now with Uber Eats and a dish and a washing machine and a dishwasher, what used to take literally all day now takes 20 minutes, you know,
Mm.
or less, and or actually a few minutes, because you're literally just clicking order and you're literally just putting the clothes in the washing machine and pressing start. And that's one of the reasons on how the economies have grown so much, is because we've bought
True.
one of the most valuable resources, and that's time, which is what this technology does. It's time consuming, dude. I just got off the lunch table with my dad. My dad
Okay.
has a local business. Obviously, I'm a coach,
Yes. Yes.
and my dad has is a furniture store local.
Mm.
And I was telling my dad, I literally just told my dad, I literally just got, and I said, Dad, with AI, you can literally make content for your store. You can have your VA make 1 year worth of content in
Mm.
1 day.
Yes.
I'm talking about built, ready, and done. So I mean, it's an exciting time to be in business. It's an exciting time, and remember, guys, I'm tech illiterate. I joke. I say I'm a funny looking brown guy, technologically illiterate brown guy with a name nobody can spell or pronounce. But like, I'm not going to do any of this stuff. I don't really have much of an interest. It's cool, but I'm not a tech guy at all. But
Mm.
my team is going to do it. Just have your VA do it. You know, hey, ask your team, your VA, hey, dude, can you do this? Like, I want you to make 3 months worth of content for me today, please. Here's how you do it. You can use all your AI, BI, TI, whatever the hell they're using. But,
Yes.
and maybe you like that stuff. Great. Then you can do it, but if you don't like, but my point is, there's kind of no excuse not to do it.
Yeah. So true. Like we don't have any kind of excuse. Just use open Chat GPT, like top famous AI right now, right there. Just
Yeah.
open Chat GPT, write down a headline, and you
Yeah.
have a entire piece of content, right?
Yeah.
That's where the power of Chat GPT. So guys, if you think that right now I don't have time, or you are giving excuse to yourself, that's it.
Yeah.
Just a
No,
fake,
that's
right?
what it is. I mean, look, at the end of the day, right? It's important. Like, what are you looking to do?
Hmm.
Um, what are you looking to do with your life, man? I mean, the saddest thing is when people are not, listen, happiness comes from progress.
Right.
If you're not making progress, you're not happy.
True.
Um, so that's the story. I mean, you have to. Don't follow the trend that, oh, okay, everyone's doing this, I should do this. Like, forget what everyone's doing. Most people are clueless. Most people are broke. Most people are out of shape. Most people are unhappy. Most people are on antidepressants. Forget about them. That's the people you don't need to follow these people. And they're mostly just lying on social media. Just ask yourself, what do you want to do? Like, that's what I do for a living. Like, my coaching company, we help people take their God-given talents and wrap a business around it so that they can spread their message, so that they can
Yes.
help more people, because that's where true happiness comes from. Because I was happy when I was living in that electrical closet. I mean, I've made millions since, but I was perfectly happy when I had no money. Perfectly
Yes.
happy.
Getting it.
And I think people get really surprised to hear that, but that's true. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy making money. I do like to make more to
Yes,
give more.
we love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's the story.
Awesome, awesome. Really amazing and inspiring. So many bulb on moment we have right now within just 10 minutes. So it's going to be lots of learning for all of you guys. You just mentioned like you have a coaching company and you are helping them to grow their message and their messages to help them to proper their message, right? So in one of your interview you also mentioned that the biggest mistake coaches make is that they are not clear with their messages. So how should they be clear with their message? What is the right approach they need to follow?
I think honestly, what's annoying to me, right, is, again, there's all different types of people. I don't know why I always kind of somehow end up talking about. I'm just frustrated because the problem is the vast majority of them, like 99% of their messaging is terrible.
Yes.
And I'm just frustrated about that because, honestly, like, you got to do what you do best and outsource the rest. Like, literally, people come to me and they're like, "Hey, this is what I do, and here's like my tagline, or here's like my message," and I'm like, "Okay, that sucks." And I'm like, "What do you do?" And I ask like one or two questions. I'm like, "All right, change it to this," and they're like, "Wow, like, I've been trying to figure this out for 6 months, and you literally just like gave me the best message I've ever had in like a minute." And I'm not trying to like show off or be like me, because it's just my skill set. We all have skill sets, you know. You have skill sets I don't have. I have skill sets you don't have, and it just frustrates me that more people don't take advantage of that. They don't leverage that. Again, we're talking about a timeless principle. Do
True.
what you do best, outsource the rest. Like, I'm great at messaging, so I do my own messaging. I don't need to outsource that, but like, I outsource things I suck at, like paid traffic, or so many things I suck at. But um, I probably suck at more things that I'm good at. But my point is, dude, if your messaging sucks, just find someone who's awesome at it, who has that skill, and just go to them and be like, "Here's what I do. Here's my current message. What should I change it to?" I mean, you can literally just change it in one session.
Yes.
But I guess that's the overarching umbrella advice. But if you want more specific advice, uh, the key is that your message should be talking to someone directly. What do I mean by that? When someone hears your message, they need to feel like, "Oh my God, that's me." Right. So, for example's sake, I bought like this a little while ago. I bought this diet program, and it worked, by the way. But the message was entrepreneurial men. I was like, yes, because that's me. It's like you're calling me. Who want to lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks? I'm like, yes,
Yes. Yes.
me, yes. Without exercising, I'm like, it's like this guy's reading my diary. It's like, yep, well, me. Um, PM me or something, right? So the point is, when you're saying something, people should feel like you're talking directly to them, and you telling them exactly what they want to hear. So that's the right way to do messaging. The wrong way to do messaging is basically what everyone else is doing, right? Oh, I help you take over Facebook traffic. I help take over your Facebook traffic so you could focus on your business. I'm just like,
Not the
it's just generic background elevator music, man. It's amazing how a couple of lines is the difference between making no sales and making a ton of sales. I mean, it's just amazing. Everyone's messaging is way too generic. It's not sexy enough. It doesn't speak to your ideal avatar. It doesn't excite your
yeah.
ideal client. And
True.
so either you're good at it or you're not. You hear your options. Study, go read books, study, how to make your own messaging, or just hire someone to like just spend a little time with you and just create the best messaging that you possibly can. You guys gotta remember something, man. We're in business here. I mean, I bought a birthday gift for my brother. He got to speak with the CEO of this like $500 million company, and that was a $1,500 phone call. And then today, I'm also doing another phone call with one of the top life coaches in the world, and that was $1,000 for one phone call,
Mm.
and half an hour. So you got to understand the ROI on this. So other people are going to hear that you spent $1,000 to talk to somebody for 30 minutes. Yeah,
Yes.
I did. They don't understand that ROI. That like if
Right.
they just help me with one, you got to understand something. Like, even if you hire the wrong person, on
Mm.
average, that ends up costing your company $30,000. That's the statistic, which I believe is BS. I actually cost you a hell of a lot more. For example, if you've hired the wrong salesperson
Mm.
and you keep them for 3 months, that literally could have cost you $100,000. Like, I'm giving you real numbers. So if
True.
I paid somebody $1,000 and they to teach me real quick, like, hey, talk to me for a few minutes, tell me what's the best way to hire the best salesperson,
Mm.
and then I got a good salesperson, I just made an extra $100,000.
Yeah.
That's 100x ROI. Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm giving you like real numbers here. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes. Yes.
um, yeah. So you have to you can't you have to understand this is business. This is not like a lottery ticket. This is not a game.
Yes. True.
Which is what most people look at it like. But yeah, no, this is business, which is very exciting. We're in a very exciting time.
Yes. It's a business, and you have to understand the ROI, return of investment, and that's where the complete changes are happening, right?
Yeah.
Amazing advice. And you just mentioned a few things about sales as well, and you are also helping your clients to change their sales strategy. So would you like to share the one sales strategy shift that generated a big revenue for your
Yeah.
clients?
Yeah, we did. You talk about sales strategy. We followed the same script
Yes.
for years, 5 years. I originally learned it from Sam Ovens, who learned it from his mentor, who learned it from his mentor. That's how these things work, by the way.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Who probably learned it from some book from the 1920s, which is, fact. All the amazing things that Tony Robbins says, by the way, go to YouTube and type Jim Rohn,
Yeah.
which was Tony Robbins' mentor, and all the stuff Tony Robbins is saying, you'll see that Jim Rohn was saying all the exact same stuff. So, I mean, anyway, to answer your question, the industry has changed a bit.
Yeah.
Before, and I'm not saying this doesn't work, but it certainly doesn't work as well as it used to. Before, the script was pain point, pain point, pain point, like really agitating pain, like, the fact that your business isn't growing, like what's that doing to your life? Does your wife hate you because you're not making enough money? Like really agitating pain points, and then really painting big pictures. Well, if your business 10x, would you be able to, live in that dream house? Would you be able to, help your family? Blah 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 blah. So really hitting pain points hard, really hitting visualization hard, and then like identifying the problem. Well, what's the main thing stopping you from achieving your, dream life? Oh yeah, no, I don't know how to run traffic. And then later on the call, okay, guess what? You qualify. You can live your dream life. You can make whatever 100K a month. And guess what? We specialize in helping you crush paid traffic.
Mm.
So the psychology is like you admitted that you really need help, you painted your dream lifestyle, and what's that bridge needed to go from like this pain you're feeling to this like pleasure is
Mm.
you need help with paid traffic. We just said, hey, we are an expert in that, and we guarantee it, and then a sale happens. That's your, I mean, I'm kind of oversimplifying it and giving you a 10,000 foot view, but that's kind of an overarching view of what the traditional sales call script. And that worked great. We made millions with that. However, the market has shifted a bit. I think people have gotten used to that. I think the market, and I actually like how it shifted. I'll be honest with you. It's become, I feel, more authentic. It's become more, believe it or not, I think there's very few people who are saying that, by the way. But I do believe that. I think it's actually become more, believe it or not, science based
Mm.
as opposed to theory based. And so now the way we do a sales presentation is more like, well, dude, here's what you're gonna get. Right. So like there's two parts to the call. The first part of the call is that whole script I just told you about that used to take like an hour. So now we
Oh,
do like a 10-minute version of that, where it's just
wow.
like more fact, like where are you? What's your problems? Where do you want to go? What's stopping you? And it's like a left 5-10 minute thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So because we need but there's a different intention now because like we actually need that data to see like all right. So for example, like oh my problem is like I don't know how to do messaging or funnels or whatever.
Hmm.
Then we literally just show them in detail. Well, if you join our program, here's what you're going to get. We just literally show them in detail. Week one, we're going to redo your messaging, and then week two, we're going to redo your funnel, and then week three, we're going to redo your traffic, and then you get to work with me and my dream team every single day, hands on, to help you with your funnel, your messaging, your traffic, your mindset, and we show everybody. We like show the software. We like, so it's more of like a behind the scenes tour.
Hmm.
So it's become a lot more kind of, I feel, transparent. There's old sales tactics that say keep it very vague, don't explain anything, just keep it vague. And I like where the market shifted and it's become more specific. So when we made that shift not too long ago, yeah, I mean, definitely we saw a nice bump in sales. Just a
Yes.
more authentic, real approach.
Hmm.
It's a less salesy approach, and I like where the industry is heading actually.
That's true. Like the more authentic you are, the more conversion you are going to get, and that's the real key nowadays, right? People see it like whether he or she is ethical with their business or not, with
Okay.
their words, with their speaking way of speaking, right?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for sharing this, by the way. It's really golden nugget we have. And in your video or in your interview, 3, 5, 4 years ago, you share that you are not following any kind of daily routines, right? There is no any time management stuff and all, but you are mostly focused towards three things for daily to move the needles for your business. So, would you like to share the what three things that you are following or that you are doing nowadays to grow your business?
Well, look, I believe as far as the routine goes, I do believe you should be doing. That you said those interviews from years ago. I hope that people grow and change, and I probably do remember saying stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as I age, I do realize that I think routines are very important. Actually, I think that some people set themselves up for routines that are unrealistic, so they don't follow it. Some of these routines are a joke, man. They're like an hour long. Like, wake
Yeah.
up, make your bed, take a cold shower, go for a cold plunge, go do yoga in the forest, go forage, rare peanuts, and then create a smoothie out of it, and then go for a run, and then call someone you don't like and tell them you love them, and then then read a book, then meditate some more, then go pray, then listen to a podcast. It's like, dude, when are you going to get any work done here? Um, and listen, at the end of the day, man, do what you enjoy. Like, if you enjoy all that stuff, great, do it.
Yes.
You don't need to be working all day every day. I'll tell you that. I mean, I don't. I do love working, but I mean, look, we live a pretty balanced life. I think. I mean, I just spent 3 weeks in Sydney, Australia. I'm actually in Connecticut now, visiting my sister and my family. I'll be here
Hmm.
for a few weeks,
Yes.
working kind of half days.
Hmm.
Definitely in Sydney, working half days or less. I think people should do certain things every day. I think you should wake up. I from and I'm not trying to ruffle any feathers because I know people are there's some people that are the opposite, but I believe in getting up early.
Yes.
I believe there's blessings in that. I'm
True.
speaking just from experience. When I get up early, the earlier I get up, it's like the more I accomplish, and it
Yeah.
feels like there's more blessings in the day. I
True.
have jet lag right now because I came from Sydney. So yesterday I woke up at or the other day I woke up at I couldn't sleep all night, and I woke up at finally went to sleep at 3, 4 in the morning, and then I woke up at I think I went to sleep at 4 in the morning, and then I woke up at 11 in the afternoon,
Hmm.
11, and my day was shot. By the time I got up and brushed my teeth and had breakfast this night, it's like 12, 1, and I was like, dude, I felt no blessings. I got nothing done. I was like,
Yes.
and that's how I feel when you start the work the day late. But anyway, I believe every day you should start the day early. I believe that you should eat well. And I'm not telling you like giving you some complicated diet. Let me make it real simple for you. I just think that again, I'm just speaking from experience. When I sleep well, wake up early,
Yes.
and I eat clean, again, we don't have to make it complicated, just eating clean, and I exercise, do some sort of movement, that's when I feel the best. Of
Yeah.
course, that paired with supplements. Again, what supplements? It's up to you, right? I mean, daily, high quality, strong daily vitamin, protein shake, fish oil, black seed oil. There's different things depending on. Like, people from my part of the world. We're not. We're just genetically deficient in vitamin D, which is very important because vitamin D keeps your mood up, keeps your energy up. So I have to take vitamin D, otherwise, I'm not as motivated or not as happy. Um, it's amazing. I'll tell you something. When I'm in Sydney, speaking of
Mm,
vitamin D, I find that I'm just more productive. I'm making more money. Like I had a great month last month.
mm,
I'm happier. I feel better. And I realized that one of the reasons for that is because it's a very outdoor culture and the weather is pretty moderate year round. So I'm getting very good amounts of natural vitamin D every day from the sun. Where like I'm here in Connecticut now, I haven't even been, it's freezing. It's February, it's winter. I haven't
mm,
been outside really at all because it's freezing. Um, so vitamin D, and again, but you see, that's why I don't like blanket statements too much because I'm Asian, right? Or I
mm.
was, my genetics are from India, Pakistan, right? So
Okay.
genetically, we are, um, just a lot of us we have a vitamin D deficiency. So I don't want to go out. You might not have that problem, but you need to go see what deficiencies do you have and
Mm,
then make up for that. So anyway, as far as the daily routine, I do believe in waking up early. I do believe in praying. I do believe in eating clean. I do believe in some sort of, light exercise. I'm not Superman or anything like that. I do very light exercise. I'll be completely honest with you, but just some sort of movement, even if you're going on a nice walk. Honestly speaking, there's a lot of science to that.
feel good.
Say that again.
It feels good.
It feels good. And again, guys, we're talking about the fundamentals here,
Mm,
and we just need to have mind shifts about fundamentals. Like, I'll give you an example. People hate hearing no.
yes.
Okay. But watch this. What if I told you that you're just 20 no's away from making your first million? What does that
Yeah.
mean? You hire a media buyer,
Mm,
and then a month later you ask, hey, are we profitable? He says no. Here's what most people do here: they give up. Like, okay, we're done.
mm,
You're on a sales call. You ask the client, hey, you ready to move forward? They say no. Most people give up. You hire a funnel builder and you ask the funnel guy, is it converting well? He says no. Most people give up. No, no, no. People give up. But if you keep going, for example,
mm,
now take that same traffic guy, you know, and you get traffic going,
yes.
and you stay another month, but that month you test, tweak. You say,
Mm,
hey, is it traffic converting? He says no. Sorry. You keep going. You
mm,
test, tweak, new ads, new copy, new funnel, new messaging, new video, da da da. Now you ask him, hey, is it converting? He says yes.
yes.
So you're only a certain amount of no's. You must hear no's before yes. There is no yes without no's.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So the ones who make it are the ones who plow through the no's. The
Mm,
ones who are very sensitive and allergic to no's, you're
you
not
are
gonna
not.
make it. You got to take your allergy pill against the nose and just understand that it's a part of the game, and the mind shift is to be excited. So now, like,
Yes.
I'm telling you, you're only 20 no's away, for example's sake, being away from your first million. How
Mm,
excited now are you to like go and go get those no's as quickly as possible?
yeah.
You know, yeah,
As fast.
it's really just like it goes back to like when I was a kid, man. Like
Mm,
when I was a kid, we had this family friend, and he would keep beating me up in these video games. I forget. I think it was Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, whatever,
okay.
or maybe it was Mario Kart. But my dad, I remember one day my dad was laughing. He's like, "Do you know why this guy keeps beating you?" I'm like, "No, Dad. Why?" He's like, "Because you just go there like a crazy person and just go smash all the buttons." He says, "Your buddy over there read the instructions to the game, so he
Mm,
knows what he's doing. So that's why he keeps beating you." And that's what it is. You got to understand this game that you're in, this online business. Once you understand that you will hear 20 no's guaranteed, well, now the no's don't bother you.
Yeah.
Where if you didn't know that, you just end up quitting. So you have to know these timeless principles, to make it.
Yeah, that's best advice you gave us right now, because people feel that if I reach out to someone and if he or she is going to say yes to me, but that's not true. After 100 reach out, might be you get one yes, and that's the number game. That's where you have to reach to the number 100, not on number 10. That's where they need to
Yeah, I mean, look,
understand.
you got to have goals, man. You got to have goals. It's really interesting. Last month, we had an ecom mastermind. It's
Yeah,
fascinating. Goal was to fill it up.
yeah.
The goal was to fill it up. We hit the goal. We sold out. And the mistake I made, hold on, did I celebrate? I did. I didn't celebrate enough.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I probably should do something more. That's always been my problem is I don't celebrate enough. But literally, this is true. Like literally the day after, and I had like a record-breaking month.
Wow.
Literally the day after, I was like down, and the reason I was down is because, well, now what? What's
No.
what's my goal now?
Yes.
So you need something to work towards. Otherwise, like you just don't. Your body just has nowhere to go. It's like you sat in the car and you put in the GPS. You put 1, 2, 3 nowhere. And it's like I was like, well, I don't know. Where do you want me to go? I have no idea.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
got to put something in your GPS. You got to have a realistic goal. The problem is most people, oh, okay, my goal is to hit $1 million. Well, dude, like, okay, that's just random. Like,
Yeah.
like I had a specific goal, fill up this mastermind, and that drove us to work, and drove us to keep going. Um, and the flip side of that, you have to say, it was exciting for me too. Like I was into it, and so you have to really be into it as well, because you can't just push something you're not interested in. It doesn't work. You just don't do it. There's a lot of things that would make me money that I don't do because I'm just not interested in it. A lot of
Right.
lucrative things. But it's just that you have to set yourself up for success.
Set yourself for success. That's
Yeah.
the best line we have. Set yourself for success, and that's where the complete game is going to change, and you have to keep focus towards goal. Just now you share like after having a great success, next day you feel down because there is no proper goals, and also
Yeah. Yeah.
just have.
I had to come up with a new set of goals.
Yes, yes, every single time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also saw your TEDx talk. That is really amazing. Lots of learning from that TED talk. And in your TED talk, you share a great definition of giving. So, would you like to share with us today as well on this stage of that
I think
giving?
people have a very unfortunate view of on giving. A lot of people say, I'm not going to give until I make it big. I'll give when I make it big. And I argue that in order to make it big, you have to give. And
Yeah.
I think that the problem is people associate money with giving. They feel that giving is just about money. And that nothing could be further from the truth. As a matter of fact, you would say one of the all-time biggest givers
Hmm.
out there was penniless, and that was you could say Mother Teresa. She I don't think she gave any money. I don't think she had any money. Um, Giving could be as much as a smile. I had a family friend who's not doing so well in their business, and I just wanted to call them and say, like, dude, like, I don't know really if I can help you, because they're kind of in like they don't really want to do anything online. And in fact, they don't really want to do business. So it's like, look, I don't really know how I can help you, but I'm just gonna call you and just be there for you and just like let you know that like I'm thinking about you and I care, and like, sometimes it helps just talk it out. That's giving. It's just being there for someone, or someone's
Yeah.
down, giving them a smile, or, yeah, okay, we just like, yeah, okay, you can, buy water wells, or, sponsor orphans or feed poor people and all that stuff. That it's anytime you serve, that's giving. So they just interviewed this not in China, this Japanese billionaire, and he said his number one secret to becoming a billionaire was just gratitude. Said every time I got money, I just was grateful, because God says that if you're grateful, I'll give you more. So um, I think the key to living is giving, and I find that there's a lot of people who do really well online that are depressed. Some that were even suicidal. Some are just completely unhappy. I know, and you've seen the posts. People are very public about it,
Yes.
um, and it's because they don't understand this concept that the key to living is giving. And that's why I was happy before I even was making it. Then that's why I was happy even when I was living in an electrical closet with no money. It was never the money that made me happy. It was always the concept of just using your God-given talent to help,
Yes.
just to help people, and that's the key to happiness right there.
I really love this answer.
Yeah,
The being there for someone. If
yeah,
you might be not able to help that particular person, but at least he or she feel that there is someone behind me if there's anything going to happen. So being there for someone is something really great message we have from today's interview. And Akbar, it's really glad to have you on the show. Lots of learning, lots of amazing breakthroughs we have on the stage. So really, thank you so much for being a part of the show.
yeah.
Uh, where do people can find you more about you, like akbarsheikh.com only,
That's
or
that's it. That's all I got for you. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a gift there for you somewhere.
yes, please.
Um, yeah, no, I'm sure there's a surprise gift there.
Oh
Listen,
wow.
at the end of the day, we help people make more to give more. We've handed out over 65 trophies. We've helped our clients collectively make over 50 million. Whether you're brand new or you're seasoned, no matter what niche you're in, no matter where you are in the world, no matter what gender you are,
Yes.
we help you grow. We help you make more to give more. We do it in a very holistic way where you work with my dream team and I daily, hands on, until we get you a trophy. And that's what it is. We do it out of passion. We do it out of love. A lot of coaches recently, there's been about 4 or 5 big ones that have left the industry. They're moving on. We are still passionate about helping you grow. We find it very satisfying. I even took a break last year a little bit to explore because I've been doing coaching for a while, and I think it's just natural. We've helped a lot of people. We've done a lot of things.
Mm,
I was just exploring what else is out there, and I took months last year exploring other models and other things. I was looking at real estate and this and this and this, and I really find that this is the most satisfying thing: taking your God-given talents and helping improve the quality of other people's lives with it. You know,
mm,
we wrap a talent around your business, and I've after a lot of searching, this is the most satisfying thing that I can find. So I'm very proud to be in it. I'm very happy to be on your podcast, and I really want to thank you and appreciate you. And
it's my pleasure.
yeah, man, thanks so much for having me.
Yes, yes, amazing. Thank you so much. So before we wrap up the show, what is the three things that you want to share with the audiences about the mindset part or something related to entrepreneurship?
Top three things is really that the key to living is giving.
Mm,
Do something if you're not doing something you're passionate about, stop doing it today. And do what you do best, outsource the rest. There's not a lot that goes into making a 7-figure online business. You need the right mindset, you need the right offer, you need the right funnel, you need the right traffic, you need to know how to close it, you need to know how to automate it, and you need to know how to wrap a lean team around it to run it for you. So these are the only handful of things you need for a 7-figure business. In
yeah.
fact, that's you really need less than that. I'm just giving you the more elaborated version, really. But that's all you need to figure out is those handful of things. And you got to stop trying to do everything on your own because that's insanity. That's literally insane. You're trying to do the job of 7 different human beings, with 7 different skill sets. Nobody's brain's like that, right? Like my brain is very creative. I suck at math. Like my creative part of my brain is great. My math part sucks. So if I try
Same.
to do complicated math, that's so stupid. I need to go hire a mathematician or consult a mathematician or whatever. So do what you do best, outsource the rest, leverage people's dream team. You know,
Mm,
that's why my offer is the way it is. It's like, dude, I couldn't do this without my dream team. Now you can work with them too. So that's the main thing I want to tell people, man, is, this is not uh, this is not an independent thing. You can't do this on your own. It's a team effort, and together we go far.
awesome. Thank you so much. Lots of bulb on moment and the one line that you just shared. Do what you love the most and outsource the rest. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you. So guys, thank you so much. And thank you so much, Akbar, once again for becoming a part of the show. Really appreciate you for that.
absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Take
Bye
care.
bye.